Hey guys, how are you today? I have a Pokemon Showdown battle for you guys, and I haven't done one in a while, but I've been team testing, and I'm using a new team. The team that I have here is Florges, skar-mory, Azumarill, Terrakion, Mega Manectric, and Golbat. The idea behind the Pokemon that I chose was that, well, first of all, I just really wanted to use Florges, and a really great pair of Florges is skar-mory, and skar-mory, I know a lot of people complain about people using skar-mory, but you know what? I've never really used skar-mory, and with the Florges, now is definitely a great time to try him out. I have Azumarill because he is just a fat-ass fucking monster. I have Terrakion, and mine is Scarfed for he's a really good revenge killer, pretty much just to have a Scarfer on my team as well in case they had a Scarf or in case they had really fast Pokemon. For instance, that guy has a Greninja, so I don't really have to worry about him too much with my Terrakion. I'm using Mega Manectric since my team is really weak to electric, so Lightning Rod on my Mega Manectric has come in handy a lot in previous battles. Also, Mega Manectric is also really is also a pretty good late game sweeper as well, especially with Volt Switch doing stab Volt Switch doing a lot to teams. And then I have Golbat with Defog and Taunt to break any stalls and to get rid of any hazards. So looking at his team, I see he has a Shuckle, and I figure that he tried to open with his Shuckle to get his hazards off. He actually opens with his Greninja, and I know I don't really want to stay in on that, so I can just switch into my Azumarill, take an Ice Beam. I figured Greninja would try to go for an HP Grass or a Grass Knot, and Grass Knot would Grass Knot be able to kill me. And I figured that since my Azumarill was still so healthy, I can just go for a knockoff and take a Scald or Sludge Bomb or whatever that this Tentacruel wanted to go for. But he ended up wanting to set up his Toxic Spikes, so I figured this is a great time for me to get my Mega Evolution off on my Manectric. Unfortunately for him, his Shuckle gets paralyzed from this Thunderbolt, and I'm able to just Volt Switch out and then bring Azumarill in, and since it's paralyzed, I know that my Azumarill can now outspeed. Unfortunately, he was paralyzed the turn that he actually could have done something, so I'm able to just kill him off with an Aqua Tail, and now I don't need to worry about hazards on his end. He brings in Infernape, and I figured he would try to go for a Thunder Punch, so he ends up going for the Poison Jab, which I lived from, so I could have actually just gone for the Aqua Tail and killed Infernape off anyway. So I'm gonna bring in Golbat here to go for the Defog. And he switches in on his Tentacruel, so I'm gonna just bring in my Manectric right off the bat, but he switches out and brings in his Infernape, probably knowing that Manectric was coming in. I don't want Manectric to take any damage right now, so I figured skar-mory could just tank Infernape's hit, and then Infernape would also kill himself, but unfortunately he gets a crit, so I won't really be able to easily get my rocks off, which kinda sucks because that Dragonite is just sitting there staring at me, waiting to fucking wreck me. Thinking back, bringing in Terrakion right now was actually really risky. I figured he would try to go for the HP Ice, but had he just gone for Hydro Pump right off the bat, it would have killed my skar-mory and killed my incoming Terrakion. But I did end up missing my Stone Edge, so I ended up dying to Hydro Pump anyway. I bring in my Florges, and whoever comes in is going to take a Moonblast to the face, and since Tentacruel does come in, I know I can take a Sludge Bomb and I just finish him off with another Moonblast. This is where Golbat really shines, so obviously that Sludge Bomb's not going to do anything, but this Shadow Ball also does nothing at all, and then I'm able to Brave Bird him for a shit ton right in return. I know that I can take whatever he wants to go for right now, so I take this opportunity to go for a Roost, and then he brings in his Greninja, and a Stab Ice Beam from Life Orb Greninja doesn't do much to me at all, and I'm really happy with that. Since his Greninja is also Life Orbed, I'm able to double down on this turn with his Gengar really low, so that was great. Golbat did really well this match. I wasn't too sure who he would send in next. Had he gone in for a Dragonite, I would have just Volt Switched out, but he did send in his Gengar, so I'm able to just Thunderbolt and kill him. And now I can go for the Volt Switch and break Dragonite's Multiscale and send in my Florges. Had he gone for the Dragon Dance here, I might have been in trouble, but he ends up going for the Double Earthquake, and that's fine, because then I could just bring in my Manectric and hit him up with an Intimidate, so that Extreme Speed wouldn't be able to kill him. Wouldn't be able to kill me, and then I just kill him with Hidden Power Ice right in return. So thinking about this, had he gone for the Dragon Dance the turn that I Volt Switched out, my Florges was at 86% health, so I actually went back and did the calcs, so a +1 Adamant Dragonite would have done 84% to Florges at the most, so I would have lived with 2% health, and then I would have been able to just Moonblast him in return since his Multiscale was broken. So even if he went for the Dragon Dance, it turns out that that match would have been mine anyway. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you guys have any questions about it at all, definitely leave comments or whatever. You know I love hearing from you guys. And I'm sorry that I have not really been able to upload many battles or anything at all really, but I hope that you guys don't hate me too much and look out for more stuff later on this week. Alright, so I hope you guys have a good day. Bye!